White is up 2 pawns, but the king is stranded on e2 in the open center. Black's queen on g4 is poised to strike. A series of precise checks converts this position into a forced mate in 9. The white king on e2 has no shelter. The c4 pawn is hanging, black can take it with check. The rook on h8 is one move from crashing in on the d-file. Every white piece is passive. Every black piece has a role to play. 3 questions. Can I take something with check? Yes, qxc4 plus. After the king moves, can I give another check? Yes, ca2 plus along the second rank. Then, can the rook join? Yes, rd8 plus. Each check forces a specific response, building the mating net step by step. This is a queen-led forcing sequence with rook coordination. The black queen bounces through checks, winning material and dragging the king to an exposed square. Then the rook crashes in on the open d-file to deliver the final blow. Queen alone rarely mates, but queen plus rook entering together is almost always decisive. Qxc4, the queen takes the hanging c4 pawn and gives check at the same time. Black wins a free pawn and forces the king to move. The king heads to d2, towards the center, which will prove fatal. ca2 plus. The queen slides to a2, checking the king on d2 along the second rank. White's only way to stop the check is to block with the rook, rc2. This ties the rook to c2 and opens the d-file for black's rook. rd8 plus. The rook crashes onto the open d-file with check. The white king on d2 is in check from d8. The rook on c2 is blocking its own king's escape to c1, and the queen on a2 controls the entire second rank. White faces forced material loss and an unstoppable mating attack. When the enemy king is stuck in the center, use a chain of checks to drag it to a specific bad square. Then bring the second piece in. Queen checks alone rarely finish the game, but queen and rook entering together almost always do.